What's going on YouTube? Michael here with you guys. Thanks for tuning into the channel. This is gonna be brand new for me doing these vlogs, but I want to let you guys know that I recently picked up a 2025 FL5 Civic Type R, which I have here right behind me. So I got this car a few weeks ago. Only got 700 miles, but we're already starting to modify it. Gonna take you along this journey and my thought process behind the build. Really going to be going for a dual duty car. I don't want to disturb, I guess, the street drivability, but I still want it to be really track capable. So really going to be thoughtful and methodical about the modifications and all the parts that go into the car. Really excited to share this journey with you guys, so appreciate you guys for tuning in. If there's anything specific you guys want to see, please let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys are looking for more just, hang out and chill type vibe, or if you're looking for more of like a how-to and going through like the nitty-gritty of the install process. But got a lot of cool stuff planned today. Got some stuff from Acuity. We got a short shift kit, a pedal relocation kit, and the shifter bushings. We got the Eventuri intake system, so that's the inlet pipe in carbon fiber and the air box in carbon fiber. And while we're in there, we're going to be doing the PRL charge pipe kit. So we figured just knock all that out today, since we're taking out the battery, taking out the air box, messing with the charge pipe, so might as well just kind of take all that out today. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Get ready. Started some of the, I guess, disassembly on the FL5. I got the air box and the battery and all that stuff off, some of the charge piping. So the first thing we're gonna do is the Acuity, I guess, the shifter linkage bushings, which are these guys right here. Let's see if it'll focus. So these are gonna have way less slop compared to the OEM bushing, which is right here. This has some flex to it. It's just to reduce some of the NVH that goes through the car. All right, so my buddy Calvin, who runs AZN Autohaus here in San Jose, is gonna start jacking up the car just so we could start doing the rest of it. But while he's doing that, I'm gonna pop these in real quick, and then we're gonna see how much of a change just the bushings alone make. Shifter bushings are in. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward job. It looks really cool. The purple anodizing is nice. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna take you over to the car, and we're gonna see if it actually made a difference with like the shift feel. So let me take you over. Actually, let's take a look at the car real quick. See if you guys can see that. So we got the Acuity in there. Pretty cool. That's actually a significant difference. So on the Acuity website, it says that when you're selecting a gear, specifically the first to second or the fifth to sixth, it feels like the gear's dropping into place. And it's exactly what I'm feeling. It's like a hot knife through butter. And it's just the bushing alone. So really excited to see what the full shift kit will provide. Wow. Okay, so we've made it to the Eventuri intake portion of the install. We've got the OEM airbox out. We've got the OEM aluminum inlet out. We've already prepped the wiring loom down here as well. So now all we have to do is just install the carbon intake tube. So I'm gonna allow Calvin to do that so I can film him installing this nice piece right here. But the reason why we chose Eventuri over the other options is because it's made out of carbon fiber and it's one piece. So not only is it gonna reject a lot of the radiant heat that's inside of the engine bay, it's also gonna smooth out the airflow going into the turbocharger. So it's one of the few systems that's proven to actually generate power. So not only is it gonna generate power, but it's also gonna be consistent in terms of keeping those intake air temperatures down. And not only that, it's carbon fiber, so it's gonna look pretty sick. Just ripping this. Didn't record too much of the other stuff that we did, but I just wanted to take a pause. This is Calvin. This is the shop foreman slash owner of AZN Autohaus.
What's up, guys?
So he's been a huge help in a lot of the builds that I've done. My old BRZ, the last two FK8s. So he's back again, helped me out on the FL5. We're really excited for this project. We did the entire PRL charge pipe kit. So the benefit of that kit, guys, is it's going to be more reliable for heavy sustained use, especially on track. With a lot of the heat, what generally ends up happening is the coupler on the throttle body ends up cracking and you get a boost leak there. So it's going to have more stable boost pressure. I don't know if it generates power or not, but it's more of like a reliability mod more than anything. Too bad we don't have the intercooler yet, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be swapping out this thing here. And that's pretty sick. Look, it's bent from factory, dude. You see that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But working on this car, Calvin, what do you think compared to the last one? Because he helped me out with it.
This new model is so much better.
So much better?
Yeah.
Easier to work on, I would say, for sure.
Less
Cool.
amount of clips. Plus, it's new, so none of the clips are broken coming off. That's pretty good.
Hell yeah. Bumper came off pretty easy. No broken tabs or clips. We'd have to deal with the fog light. There's no fog light anymore.
No random fog light harness.
Yeah. Well, cool. We're gonna get the rest of this stuff like bolted up. We've been burning the midnight oil, so we're gonna try to get this all wrapped up, guys. We got the bumper back on, and looking underneath the car, it's a bit different than the FK8, like the splash guard and all that crap. And we found that on one side, like, there's a pop tab here on the passenger side, and on the driver's side there was like a Phillips head screw, right, Calvin?
Yeah.
Weird. I don't know if it's like intentional from factory or if somebody like screwed up on the assembly process, but
Zoom in and show them, bro.
yeah, I'll bring the camera over. It's really weird. This side, pop clip, right? All pop clips. This side is just a screw, Phillips head screw. Really weird. And when we were undoing these Phillips head screws for the belly pan, these guys here, they were torqued to like, I don't know, 1,000,000 pounds. They were like seized on there. So we had to get creative on how to get these out. On one of them, we had to like hit it with the Dremel so we can get a big flathead on there to get that off. So really weird. I didn't experience this on the FK8 that we did. So for you FL5 owners, if you guys have modified your Type Rs, let me know if you've encountered those same issues. Cool. So Calvin's putting the wheels back on. We've got the carbon intake tube in. What's left? Just the carbon airbox?
Airbox, tying it up, call it good.
Airbox sign up and call it good. It's getting pretty late here. We didn't bother with the acuity shifter today. That's going to have to come another day. But I guess this will be a good way to test like how much of a difference just the shifter bushings make with the original shifter. When I was just doing some shifting in the car without the car on, without driving it, like I did notice that it felt more precise. And like I said, the description that Acuity has on their website is that when you're going from first to second, it'll feel like the lever is falling into place. And that's the best way to describe it. So I think they're worth it. Not that difficult of an install. I'm not a tech, but I was able to do that by myself. So I would highly recommend it. Actually, now that the car is lowered, let me show you guys what we got going on here. those are the acuity shifter bushings. Oh, didn't show you guys yet the PRL charge piping. So there we go. On my FK, I wrapped this in DEI Reflecti-Gold. Didn't do it this time, just out of laziness, to be honest, and I don't know how much of a difference it makes, to be honest. But this was the coupler that I was talking about. This is the coupler that usually like cracks and leaks once you have some repeated heat cycles on it, specifically on track. So this is kind of just like a preventative maintenance mod. This is the carbon inlet from Eventuri. Looks really, really good. And Calvin and I are both super impressed by the build quality. So like I said, it's going to improve airflow consistency, like smoothing out the airflow, the amount of air coming in, and reducing air temps. Carbon fiber is really good at preventing heat traveling into the flowing air there, compared to something like aluminum or titanium, which metals are a conductor for heat. So this should help with that quite a bit. Also, shout out to Calvin for this cloth-based electrical tape. Makes everything look pretty OEM, since we had to ditch that. It's like a clamshell type wiring harness case thing. I don't know what you call it. What do you call that, Calvin? That wiring harness crap.
Wiley's wire spool special.
No, the factory stuff.
Oh, the cloth tape?
No, the factory, that hard piece, the plastic piece. What do you call that?
Just like a plastic harness thing?
Who knows? But yeah, so for the Eventuri stuff, you have to delete that, and then they give you this wire loom, and you have to wrap it with electrical tape. But with this cloth tape, it looks pretty nice. Calvin says it's OEM from Mercedes-Benz. Calvin used to be a Master Tech over there, so I trust Calvin. We did it on this side too. It's all nice and tucked in there. So
magic spray.
Oh, for the there was a bolt in here, right? Oh, you have it? Okay. So there's a grommet, and that grommet goes there. You saw where the grommet's at? Okay. I guess we're just gonna let Calvin pop the box in. Look at that.
Easy.
Fitment is mint on this Eventuri kit.
Wow, that's actually pretty impressive.
OE fitment, dude.
Can't approve.
Yeah. I mean, the original kit for the FK8 was also fantastic, so I really didn't have any doubts with the FL5 one. Looks pretty baller, dude.
Not bad.
While you're doing that, I just double check the instructions, you know, because I'm not a
Give it a reach around, bro.
We're doing a little reach around, so the instructions say go under the air box and then under and over. Tag teaming this intake right now.
Click. Wow.
So satisfying. That tucks in there pretty nicely. Cool. So now there's just this one bolt here. Grab that for you. Look at that.
Look at that, no power tools. Rubber thing.
Is there a rubber grommet? Oh, nice. So there's a rubber grommet there for when the air box moves around. Is there a seal on that too?
Boom. Battery back in.
Am I in the right hole? No? Or is it the other one?
Cut.
Pause. All right, let's get a good look at this Eventuri airbox. You got a cool plaque with the serial number there. Everything carbon fiber. Got your air filter in there. So their cone design, the shape of it is supposed to improve the airflow as well. Like there's a lot of engineering that goes into this air box, which for the price, I mean, there should be. So really pleased with this install. We're gonna start it up and see if it makes any turbo noises.
Definitely more whooshy.
Not bad, not bad. All right, so that wraps up the installs for today. We got a lot done. We got the Eventuri intake, so the airbox, inlet pipe, PRL charge piping, and the Acuity shifter bushings. On another day, when we have more time, we're gonna knock out the Acuity short shifter, along with some other stuff that we have planned. We got a lot of parts coming in on the way. A huge shout out to Calvin at AZN Autohaus. Calvin, why don't you tell them a little bit about what you do here, man?
I work on a lot of exotic cars, German cars, Japanese cars. It's all the same, pretty much at this point.
He's being humble. He's done a lot of work on a lot of different cars, so he's very experienced. If you guys are local to Northern California, you guys just need basic maintenance.
DM and IG at AZN Autohaus.
AZN Autohaus, that's the plug right there. 639 Tully, is it Boulevard, Tully Road? What is
Tully
it?
Road.
639 Tully Road,
Bravo.
Suite B. Calvin's the man, he'll hook you up.
Definitely recommend this product though. Fits really good.
Hell
Surprisingly.
The install was pretty straightforward. Everything went well.
Mm-hmm.
It
Really no
sounds good.
hiccups.
Sounds good, looks good. Obviously we need to put the car on the dyno to see if it actually makes a big difference in power, but that'll come at a later time.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Definitely going to take this thing on the track as well, see what kind of lap times we could do. Looking forward to hitting up Laguna Seca, Thunder Hills, Sonoma, most likely. If you guys need any parts, hit up Calvin, AZN Autohaus. He can source some of these parts, not all of them, but some of them. But if you guys have questions, send him a DM, send him an email, or give him a call. Also, shout out to LMTLS Auto. I sourced the Eventuri kit from them. So huge shout out to Luigi over at LMTLS. Well, cool guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Bam. See you.